time for the crushing interview.
Hey man, we're in this crushing interview brought to you by Orasi Software. Go to orasi.com, orasi.com for more information. You already did the pre-interview setup. You gotta set it up again. This time I want no tears.
No tears.
Give your fam some love, man.
Man, coming to the microphone, the all-time leading scorer in Levitt history, player of the year, Boston University, future freshman of the year, Sidney Johnson to the microphone. Sid, what's good?
Nothing much, man. What's up?
Hey, man. Yo, let's go.
It's gonna sound like a movie title, but when did you fall in love with basketball?
Man, I don't know. I think when I was born, like, it was just something that I always was gonna do. Like, something that I was gonna like. And I just remember being, like, 5, I think, first grade, playing basketball on the all-dudes team. And then from there, I just always kept playing. I don't know, man. I guess from the beginning, from the very beginning.
Wow.
Yeah.
So I'm going to start with this question here. Your career at Levitt, when you look back on, now that everything is over now, just talk about your career.
Man, well, I would say my senior year, I think I really came to the forefront of things. Like, freshman through junior year, I was like playing, but I wasn't playing. Like I knew I could. And I don't know, senior year things just really took off, like, from all aspects. Like, I was scoring, I was playing defense, all the accolades and stuff that don't really matter. I started getting those, but I don't know, Levitt just really, I think it helped me a ton, a lot as far as basketball. I had to be a leader in so many different ways that, like, I didn't even know, off the court and on the court. So it's been great. I couldn't have imagined a better high school career, to be honest.
I'm
All-time leading scorer.
I'm a cry.
Just that, having that title. What does that mean for you?
I mean, that's big because I don't even, like, care about stats, really. Like, stat watching, that's not me. Like, points, like, whatever. I just want to have an impact.
You put up a 30-some point game. You ain't want to hit nothing about that or nothing?
No, because I really don't care. Like, I really, like, I don't care. Like, as long as we're winning, we get a good win. Like, that's really all I care about. And I'm not just, like, that's not, like, trying to be, like, no humble, like, type stuff. Like, I really don't care. Like, as long as we get the win, I'm good with that.
It's crazy that you have that approach because you are a point guard.
Right.
How does that translate to, like, it's like your mental attitude about it? Because hearing you say that now, it's like, it's somebody who getting buckets, but you, like, the win is more important.
Right, and then, I mean, like, I know, like, as far as our team, like, this past season, I had to score if we wanted to win. Like, I understood that. But as long as, like, other people are getting involved, like, that's what's most fun to me. It's, like, passing to people and, like, watching them score and then watching them feel good about it. Like, that's, like, the most fun part to me, to be honest. Like, scoring is, like, I know I can score. Like, and that's not trying to be cocky, but, like, I know I can score. Like, that's not fun to me. Like, just going down each possession and scoring. Like, I know I can do that. But, like, seeing other people get involved, seeing other people do stuff, like, that's what's really fun to me. Like genuinely, like, that's what's really fun.
ADG.
I'm going to cry.
Interesting. I don't even have anything to say. I need my daughter here to hear all this.
I was about to say, 'cause she got a point guard, too.
Right, she has a future point guard.
Let me ask you that.
Oh, okay.
As a point guard, and that's the thing we see, having control of the floor.
Right.
Making sure you understand that. How do you not get frustrated if you throw that perfect dime and somebody missed that shot?
Oh, man. I might be the wrong person to talk to about that, because I'd be like,
so that must be a point guard thing, because
I know you
Cameron does the same thing. She's like, next time, that way.
Yeah, because you be like, you ain't getting the next.
Yo, but that's the crazy thing. I keep passing it. I'm like, you gonna make it by the end of this game. You gonna make one.
And you're
gonna make it. You're gonna make at least one.
Wow.
Like,
sound like Cameron.
I might get mad every time you miss or don't catch.
If he had handles like you, he wouldn't
That's
pass
a point
it back.
guard thing.
No, I wouldn't pass nobody. Yeah.
Mace, he was open. No, he wasn't.
Man, bad angle. I couldn't see you.
But I mean, it's kind of like a stunt though. Like, I can score, but my team can score too. Like, you can't stop nobody on the team. Like what's up? Like, yeah, I can score. You can't stop me. You can't stop them either. Like, everybody can score. What's up? Like, I love when teams do box and one, and then my team just gonna score. Like, now what?
That just makes it so much easier.
So keep paying me attention.
Like, now what? Right, now what?
I don't know. Y'all family?
Yeah, man.
Are y'all
Hey,
sure?
listen, man. Hey, it's in the DNA, y'all.
No, it ain't.
Well, Maceo got that Mamba mentality that.
No, he's a wide receiver. That's a whole different thing.
Listen, the confidence, man.
Right.
When we come back, I want to talk about the academic piece because
Okay.
athletes need to understand how important grades are.
For
They,
sure.
they can't be family. They can't.
You hit us. You hit us.
It is Sean Prime from Inside the Loop with myself and Brenna B, and I've been talking about Jeans Body Tech for a minute simply because it's a premier gym in a pristine spot without a premium price. All the weight you need, all the machines you want, free parking, all in Buckhead. Come on, it's crazy. 700 Miami Circle is where you want to work out today. And for those who are feeling a little bit down because you may not have followed through on the healthy New Year resolution thing, hey, it's still the new year. You can start today. Look at yourself a year from now and hello, is that you? Because you're looking good, like snack-like. Yes, you are. 700 Miami Circle, or go to facebook.com/Jeans Body Tech, also known as JBT Fitness. Either way, $49 is nothing to pay to feel your best every day.
When I was little, I didn't talk for a long time. I was sensitive to lights and sounds, so I built secret hiding places where they couldn't get in. Sometimes I do the same things over and over, until one day I found out I had autism. My family got me help. Slowly, I learned how to live with it better.
Early intervention can make a lifetime of difference. Learn the signs at autismspeaks.org/signs. Brought to you by Autism Speaks and the Ad Council.
Opiates has taken everything and everyone I've ever loved away from me. Everything. I blew my ankle out and I got prescribed pain pills by my doctor. If making my detox public is going to help somebody, I'm all for it. I just wish I would have had a warning.
Opioid dependence can happen after just 5 days. Know the truth. Spread the truth. A message from Truth, the Ad Council, and ONDCP.
Marie Callender's knows that you may not have time to roll out dough for a perfectly flaky crust that's made from scratch. Or enough time to mix vegetables with all white meat chicken and a homemade gravy. She knows you may not have a moment to crimp the edges of your favorite chicken pot pie. But Marie Callender's does. And when she's done, all you need to do is find time to grab someone special. Sit down and savor. Marie Callender's, it's time to save.
Yes, sir. It's like I had to do it like make sure. Yes, sir. Recruit 101.
I be buying stuff from you. So,
I'm biting this. Yes, sir. Because and the reason why I'm doing it is because I don't think he said his family. I don't believe it. I just. I've been with the guy for 5 years. Played with him 4 years, 5 years. No, I don't believe it. But because you know.
She don't have that selfish gene.
Yeah, but go ahead,
It's
man.
all good. That's great. Stop. That's your grades.
So we're moving on, Sid. Yeah, you don't.
I'm sorry, Sid.
It's just like me and you still in the room, Sid. Don't worry about it.
We're going to talk about academics.
Yes.
My favorite part.
So, Sid, athletes always think that I'm just going to play. I can just play, not
Right.
worrying about their grades.
Right.
Talk about the grade piece and how important it was for your recruitment.
I mean, so like when recruitment is hard already. Like just athletics.
Hold on. Say that one more time.
Recruitment is hard already,
Okay,
just
that's
from
right.
an athletic standpoint. So like when it comes to academics, I always like tell people who like ask me, you don't want that to be the one thing holding you back. Like you don't want that to come back and bite you in the butt. So
Yeah,
you always want to have that.
How old are you?
I'm 18.
You sure?
Yeah, see now you see we related. Right?
No.
I tried to sneak that in. I'm sorry.
Another direction.
I tried to sneak that in. I'm sorry. Keep going, Sid. I'm sorry.
Right, because you don't want the schools interested in you to not be interested in you because of your grades, something that you can control, something you can work at. Wow. Like that's something that should be like the easiest part, the smoothest part of recruiting. The coaches you should send them your SAT, your ACT scores, your transcript, whatever. They should look at it and be like, okay, good. It makes stuff so much easier. I promise it does. You don't want to have to be taking the SAT second semester, senior year, trying to get that target score. You don't want that to be the thing holding you back in the end of the day, period. Like,
No lies told.
No lies.
like that should be the easiest part.
Look at Mama over there, just all beaming over there. That's my child.
Wow.
That's my
I
child.
love that answer. I love that.
I mean, it's really simple. Like, like that should not come in between you and your athletic scholarship, your academics.
But it does. There's so many.
Lord have mercy.
Right.
It does.
Wow. That was deep.
Why you ain't signed yet? Oh, coach, man, I ain't got
You
that
know,
grade.
well, you
yet.
know I'm waiting on that.
Right.
Waiting on the SAT.
I'm waiting on my
I'm
SAT.
stressing.
You like,
One more
what?
time.
I'm stressing.
Why
about
you ain't
that.
signed yet? Ah, coach.
Wow.
I mean,
Right.
but being that you was doing that, getting the grades and all that, was it easier for you to focus on the game that you knew you had that part?
It really was. And then the crazy thing is, like, I was still, even knowing that, like, knowing in the back of my mind grades are, like, super important, I was still kind of playing around myself. Like, I had good grades, but I just was doing, like, the basics just to get by. Like, even knowing that. But it got me where I am, so, you know, looking back on it,
That's getting by. I hate to see when you try.
Right, exactly.
I hate to see when you put it down and say, you know what, I'm going to study this semester.
Right. No, but it does.
I'm going to lock in now.
Right. It
Jesus.
does make things easier though when you don't have to worry about that aspect, when you just put in 100%. And as long as you're trying your best, I mean, that's really all you can do. So
What's
you just
crazy,
gotta put forth that effort.
we do this recruiting show, and we talk to parents and athletes all the time, and everybody thinks, well, my senior year, I can get serious about it.
That it doesn't work like that.
Oh, wow.
It don't.
Straight from someone in high school.
It don't. You can't carry 3 years worth of grades on 1 year. That's not how it works.
When to talk about that every week.
And really, it's really not even a year, because school's not even a year. Do people really think that?
Yes.
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 Their
That's
parents
bad.
do too.
See it all the time.
That ain't good. And then that's the other thing. You don't want to be like waiting to the last minute and rushing. Why would you wait to the last possible year? That's the other thing. Like time is on your side, but it's not really on your side.
It's on your side in 9th grade.
Right.
See it dropping dimes on the
I'm
mic
talking,
as well.
she assists on the mic. Why is she making our job easy tonight? It's crazy.
She might be able to do Wendy's Wisdom.
So when did you do your ACT, SAT? Which one did you do?
Well, I didn't even take the ACT. I took the SAT. And the first time I took it, I think was summer going into senior year, I want to say. Or it might have been second semester of my junior year, actually.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it was second semester of my junior year. But I've known people to take the SAT, like, I knew somebody took it 9th grade. Like, there's no, like, you can take it as early as you want, take it as many times as you want. Or as many times as you want to pay the SAT fee, the money, but.
Right.
Right, but I mean, you just don't want to wait till it's too late, basically.
Now let's talk about the AAU piece, because in basketball it seems that AAU has become a big part of the recruitment process.
Right.
How did that kind of play into your recruitment?
Well, AAU was like kind of a struggle for me because I'm not a big fan of AAU. I don't like it.
Well, we can talk all day.
Right. I think it's just
Yeah.
ISO ball,
He
but
hates AAU.
I'm not a fan.
I'm not a fan either. But so I sat out. I didn't play AAU. I want to say my 9th grade year going into 10th grade. And I played the last 2 summers for Team Elite, the only EYBL team in Georgia on the Nike circuit.
Right.
And I mean, that's really where recruitment comes from. You got to play AAU, and even if you don't like it, you got to play, because that's where the coaches are. The Nike's Nationals, the Boo Williams tournaments, that's where all the coaches are. That's where you get your first introduction to college coaches at every level, basically. So, I mean, you just got to do it. You got to, if you want to get a scholarship.
So what was the difference in your AAU game versus your high school game?
Well, see, that's what's crazy about AAU, because on your high school team, you're probably the best player on your high school team, and you get to AAU and everybody is good. You know, so your roles change. Like in high school, I was like the main scorer, whatever you want to call it, whatever. And then in AAU, I was a role player. I came off the bench in AAU. I was kind of like the shooter on the team, kind of, sort of. Like, if you want to, quote unquote,
Score real quick.
right, just, you know,
Some points.
something like that. So it is a big change. And like a lot of people, like, coming off of maybe never having like ever even played like on the Nike circuit or even like the Adidas circuit, it's like a big change. It can be a big jump. So,
Interesting.
but you got to do it.
Gotta do it.
Yeah.
Well, what did it do for your game?
It made me tougher mentally and physically. Like being under the coach that I was, Coach Chad, he was hard. like, to say the least. He was hard. So he really pushed me. And I think that's why I had such a good senior season. Like, I had the season that I did because of Coach Chad. Practice was never easy. I was dying on the sideline every practice, breathing all hard. But AAU, it really does push you because, like I said, everybody is good. Nobody's a bum. You know, so you got to play every game. You got to.
Wow. Interesting.
Yeah.
Like I say, Glaze is not, I mean, he's not a fan of AAU.
I just
at
think
all.
it, and it's nothing about any, you know, I get the competition is tougher, but I always feel like they take away from the purity of high school sometimes.
I would agree. Well, I would say that it doesn't make you better as far as, like, IQ and actually sets and, like, actually playing basketball. But as far as, like, the physicality aspect,
Right.
the mentality, having, like, that dog mentality, like, I got to kill whoever's in front of me, like, that kind of thing. I think that's what AAU embodies. And I don't know. I could go on a little bit, too, for AAU. Like, I could go on a little bit, but.
But as a point guard, like I say, they're asking you to score at AAU, but you're a natural point guard.
Right, like there's not really a space for that in AAU. I feel like AAU is just ISO.
Yeah, everybody wants to.
ISO fast break. Yeah.
Wow.
I agree. Yep.
Add that to the reason why I'm not a fan. We come back, man. We got to talk about it. Why Boston University?
Yeah, we got to get into it.
Stay with us.
Let's go.
Opiates has taken everything and everyone I've ever loved away from me. Everything. I blew my ankle out and I got prescribed pain pills by my doctor. If making my detox public is going to help somebody, I'm all for it. I just wish I would have had a warning.
Opioid dependence can happen after just 5 days. Know the truth. Spread the truth. A message from Truth, the Ad Council, and ONDC.
Already coaching? Everybody's a coach these days. I get it. Life coach, relationship coach, financial coach. But you want to be a coach with integrity. So get certified and do it the right way. Or add coaching to the work that you already do. Join a cohort or take classes at your own pace. We have knowledgeable instructors. We have a life-changing curriculum. Go to academyofcreativecoaching.com to learn more.
Marie Callender's knows that you may not have time to roll out dough for a perfectly flaky crust that's made from scratch. Or enough time to mix vegetables with all white meat chicken and a homemade gravy. She knows you may not have a moment to crimp the edges of your favorite chicken pot pie. But Marie Callender's does. And when she's done, all you need to do is find time to grab someone special. Sit down and savor. Marie Callender's, it's time to say.
So, I'm a dog, and I just got adopted by this new human guy, and I'm starting to wonder how he got along without me. I mean, okay, something as simple as walking around the block. He's got this leash thing, and he puts me on one end and him on the other, and I'm just taking him around. I think he's afraid of getting lost. Without that leash and me guiding him along, I don't think he'd find his way back home. But it's kind of cute.
A person is the best thing to happen to a shelter pet. Be that person. Adopt. Brought to you by the Ad Council and the ShelterPetProject.org.
Some knowledge belongs to us and us alone. The way our girlfriends walk, talk, touch their hair. Details that only a sister can know about her girls. But what about our other girls? The ones we carry with us every day. Our bond with our sister girls gives life. But knowing your breasts can save it. Go to knowyourgirls.org for the facts you need on breast health. Brought to you by Susan G. Coleman and the Ad Council.
Already coaching? Everybody's a coach these days. I get it. Life coach, relationship coach, financial coach. But you want to be a coach with integrity. So get certified and do it the right way. Or add coaching to the work that you already do. Join a cohort or take classes at your own pace. We have knowledgeable instructors. We have a life-changing curriculum. Go to academyofcreativecoaching.com to learn more.
It is Sean Prime from Inside the Loop with myself and Brenna B, and I've been talking about Gene's Body Tech for a minute simply because it's a premier gym and a pristine spot without a premium price. All the weight you need, all the machines you want, free parking, all in Buckhead. Come on, it's crazy. 700 Miami Circle is where you want to work out today. And for those who are feeling a little bit down because you may not have followed through on the healthy New Year resolution thing, hey, it's still the new year. You can start today. Look at yourself a year from now, and hello, is that you? Because you're looking good, like snack-like. Yes, you are. 700 Miami Circle, or go to facebook.com/Jeans Body Tech, also known as JBT Fitness. Either way, $49 is nothing to pay to feel your best every day.
Driving has a rhythm all its own. Don't wreck it with a text. Before you get behind the wheel, silence your phone. Or better yet, designate a texter. For more text-free driving tips, visit stoptextstoprex.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration.
Almost dominant home court. Crust. You can't catch me, you're not man enough. And that's all she wrote. End zone touchdown.
You're listening to the Crush Sports Talk Recruiting 101 on the Station Network. I'm your homo co-host E. Glaze with that guy Maceo Hurd and ADG. Wendy Ghostin over there in the corner. You know what, I'm gonna cry. You know, I'm seeing these young people grow up with when Cameron and Wendy's kids are graduating and going to school. We're gonna cry.
2 years.
I know, that's what I'm not ready for that. I keep seeing Winter and I can feel Maceo with Sydney, you know, doing her thing, and you know. Cause he just told me, yeah, last time I saw you at Cherokee Middle School, and now she going to Boston University, man.
It's just crazy, man. It's just crazy. Y'all got to start growing up. No, y'all don't. No, y'all don't.
But Sydney, talk to us. So, how many schools were in your focus when you was going for your recruiting? How many schools were there?
Well, every school was in my focus because I was trying to go to school. So I was like, any school that want to talk to me, I'll talk. Let's talk. Like, we can talk about anything. So it was quite a few. Like, I talked, but that's the thing about recruiting. You talk to a lot of schools, but what do a lot of schools actually want to do? You know, you talk to a coach once, and they might not ever call you back.
Wow.
So I, like, talked to, like, anywhere from, like, I want to say maybe, like, 10 to, like, 8 schools, I want to say, over, like, the course of, like, the last summer into my senior year. But it was only really, I want to say, like, including Boston, maybe, like, 3 that were, like, super interested, I want to say.
So what was it about Boston University that won you over?
Well, like, I always knew that I wanted to, like, really use, like, my scholarship, if that makes sense. Like, there were, like, a couple of schools that I was, like, talking to. I could have, like, applied, like, and went just off of, like, academics alone,
right.
Like, not play basketball. So I was like, I want to go to a school where it would be, like, I really want to use my scholarship. Like, I would apply there and maybe not get in, but I want to use basketball to, like, help me get into that school. So Boston was, like, definitely at, like, number 1 in those terms. And then just from, like, the jump, like, when my coach told me, was like, yeah, you need to reach out to this coach. They're, like, really interested. I talked to the head coach, like, head coach from like, the beginning. And that was, like, the first, like, I guess, sign that they were, like, really serious about what they were doing. Because a lot of other schools, they were like, yeah, talk to our assistant coach. They're going to give you a call.
Talk to the head coach. That's serious.
Right. And then I could just tell she was genuine from what she was saying. And, like, just looking at her resume, she was assistant coach at UConn for, like, 10 years. So I already know. She knows what she's doing. Like, I already know. And then just seeing what she's done for the program already in her first year. They were projected 9th in their conference. They finished, I want to say, 4th or 3rd, I want to say. So I'm just really excited. And then Boston's just a great city, too. I like Boston a lot.
Wow.
So.
Oh, he's Massachusetts, Kennedy now.
Oh, yeah, that's good.
Yeah, man. Yep. It's funny, the article after your signing day, when Boston University put the article out, they're expecting you to come in and immediately contribute.
Right.
How did you feel when you read that?
I felt great, and that's the other reason why I went with Boston, because I could tell that I was going to be able to contribute. In my freshman year, I wasn't going to sit on the bench. Like, I genuinely felt like I will be able to do something.
Find your fit.
Find your
couple of
fit.
things going on there.
And like that's like the biggest thing. Like it's all cool, like chasing like the Power 5 schools, the Big Ten, the SEC, all that good stuff. But like literally, what is the best fit for you? What do you want to do? Like what do you want to get out of your college career? Cause like what does it matter for you to be best player on your team, McDonald's All-American, whatever? You go to college and you don't even play like.
Yeah.
And then they don't even, or they don't have the major you have, and you just there.
Oh, that's key.
Can you tell we're related now?
Or
No,
like,
sound like she might be related to me.
Wow. We just passing seed around.
She might be related to me talking about these
She,
academics
the
this
way,
way.
the way she talking, yeah.
So you're gonna need a coat too.
oh, I already know.
Yeah, I already buy it when you get there. That's the best advice I can give you. Buy it there.
Buy it there.
Their
these coats
coats are
in
not
Atlanta ain't
made the same way ours.
Atlanta coats ain't gonna do
They're
Two
different.
different things.
I don't even really want to talk about it. Like,
I thought about like you can better get a coat from that.
like I'll wake up and like check the Atlanta weather, and I'll check Boston weather, and it's snow. I'm like,
It's different up there.
just like okay.
And they don't stop for snow.
They don't. I'm gonna have to go to class.
Yeah, they kidding.
Nothing's right. It has to be a blizzard.
You be right at house. We got a snow day, Atlanta. No, we got class.
right.
Come on,
Come on, Atlanta. Let's go.
Did you go? Mom, it was 6 inches and they still win.
Right.
We got things to do. Coach needs you at practice by.
Right. I already know. Like,
Wow.
might be a little struggle.
You'll get used to it.
Yeah.
You'll adapt. You'll adapt. That's what I'll say.
Okay.
But that first year,
It's gonna be tough. That first snow gonna be tough.
that's 6 in the morning.
It's a different
when
kind of
it's
cold up
chill.
there.
Right.
That cold got to slap you
Yeah.
when you walk.
I mean, here's the good part. You don't play football. You know what I'm saying?
That's
You don't
true.
play
Indoor.
outside.
You play
You don't play
indoor sport,
soccer.
yeah.
You're not outside in the element. You just gotta get.
true.
Gotta get.
You gotta get to the gym.
Right.
So you good.
But then what be killing me is the wind be blowing too. Like,
Oh yeah. It's a
why is
serious
it cold
thing
and the
about
wind blowing? Like,
It's like we don't need both.
right. I just need one. Like, I maybe could do the cold if the wind wasn't blowing. Like,
Yeah, no.
Yeah, it's gonna be funny. Mom come up there to visit. She gonna be like, baby, my coat ain't big enough. Stop by and get me some.
Right.
It's funny. I was. Me and your dad was talking the other day, and we were talking about just you always dribbling, always working on your game. You were always doing something to get better. Talk about work ethic. How
Right.
important that was to this whole process for you.
well, for one, I'm lame. Like, I don't like to do anything else. I don't like to like hang out with people all that much.
All
like,
right. What your boy say?
like I don't.
Stay
like,
lane.
Stay lane.
Stay lane.
Like, I don't.
Nothing wrong with me and Lane.
I don't like to do anything. So I was either like doing something basketball related, or I was like reading or like sleeping. So basketball was always something that I was doing, whether if it was just like going outside, like playing horse with my dad or something, or just like going to the gym, going to practice. You just have to always be in the gym. Like basketball is a sport where you can't take a day off really. Like basketball, I really think of basketball as a all season sport. Like you can't, because so fast you'll be out of shape. So fast you take say you don't get in the gym for a week, and then you go back after that week, you losing the ball. Like
Right.
You can tell when you haven't been working. So you always have to keep working, cause it's obvious. Like it's obvious, especially when you get older. It's obvious who's training and who's not.
Wow.
Like it's very obvious. Like, man, they were good in middle school, but they're not doing nothing now because they don't work. Like, man, I remember 2 years ago when they were just so good. Now they
Work
not doing
ethic is
nothing.
undefeated.
Right. So you always have to be doing something. Always.
Look at the smile on your face, boy. I can just tell right there, proud.
Yeah, man.
Okay, we get to do this conversation with Cameron in a couple years, and then we can like play this back and then
Yeah.
Because this is the same stuff Cameron says now. I have to practice. And she's 11, but see that was
Right.
her thought process. Sydney's thought process at that age as well.
Same thing.
And it just shows that if it's in you, if you really love something, that's what I always talk to kids about, whether you like
Yeah.
it or do you love
Yeah.
it. And there's a difference. You know, a lot of kids like stuff a lot, but they don't love it because they don't
Right.
want to put in all the work that it's going to
Right.
take to be really good or great at it.
Cause you know
all your kids love their sport.
Jaden, we're gonna have to pray about her. Okay?
Come on now, I thought all three would. It's
She
I can
likes
feel it.
Jaden loves to compete,
Okay.
so she wants to just be okay on at practice for swimming.
Okay.
But when it's time to
Well, she
race,
really good.
she ready to hit it.
Really.
But see, the thing is, she can still turn it on right now, but there's going to come a
Right.
time
Yeah,
when the people that are practicing
Right.
Yeah.
are
What
going
she's
to
saying.
outweigh her. Exactly what she just
Yeah.
said, and so I have to constantly remind her, you have to practice like you, like compete.
I love the way you said that. In middle school, you see
Yeah.
them, they were balling. You were like, man, they can play. Got to
Right.
high school, you ain't been practicing.
Yeah.
Like, bro, that handle ain't the same, is it?
It definitely catches up to you.
In all sports.
Right.
That's something you got to tell them, man. You were good in high school, but everybody catches up.
Everybody catches up.
Everybody gets bigger.
Some people develop
strong.
later.
Exactly.
They get bigger,
Right.
stronger. You playing around.
That's a
they
great
working.
thing you said because
And-
people don't understand.
And let's just say this, because ton of talent has come through Love It. Let's just
Yeah.
say that. You don't become the all-time leading scorer just kicking it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Oh, I got an off night tonight. I'm chilling.
So has he asked you the number question yet?
The number question? What's the number
What
question?
number you wearing at Boston?
14.
What? It's no 15.
15 is retired. 15 is retired at BU, so I got the next closest thing.
Okay. You ain't want to like throw a 5 and no?
I was 5 in high school,
Oh.
but then I also don't want to be anything that anybody else was. Like, I just want to be 14.
You ain't had no negotiation about 7. You ain't had no negotiation.
7? Nah. No 7, not anymore. I don't like single digits no more.
Really?
Yeah, when I went from 5 to 15, I was like, I'm leveling up.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
Hey, when we come back, we're going to wrap this up with you, and we're going to talk about goals.
Okay.
Freshman of the year. NCAA tournament. I already wrote them down.
No
I'm
pressure.
sorry.
That
Yeah.
was your goal?
Yeah, it's been my goal. I'm sorry.
Stay with us.
Marie Callender's knows that you may not have time to roll out dough for a perfectly flaky crust that's made from scratch, or enough time to mix vegetables with all white meat chicken and a homemade gravy. She knows you may not have a moment to crimp the edges of your favorite chicken pot pie, but Marie Callender's does. And when she's done, all you need to do is find time to grab someone special, sit down, and savor. Marie Callender's, it's time to savor.
Driving has a rhythm all its own. Don't wreck it with a text. Before you get behind the wheel, silence your phone. Or better yet, designate a texter. For more text-free driving tips, visit stoptextstoprex.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration.
When I grow up, I want to be a new pair of blue jeans. When I grow up, I want to be a kid's first computer. I want to be a warm place on a cold day. Football stadium. I want to be a bike that races around the country. I want to be a bench on a forest trail. When I grow up, I don't want to be a piece of garbage. And if you recycle me, I won't be.
Give your garbage another life. Recycle. Learn how at iwanttoberecycled.org. Brought to you by Keep America Beautiful and the Ad Council.
Adopt US Kids presents Multiple Choice Parenting.
You've accidentally cut your daughter's bangs unevenly. Do you A, line things up a centimeter from her hairline?
Man, oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man.
No. Sweatbands are so hot right now. Everyone's wearing them. Like that basketball player and that other basketball player.
B, get spiritual.
Mom, where did all the mirrors go?
A reflection could never capture our true selves.
Huh?
Beauty is within.
C, look on the bright side.
Less time blow drying, more time texting.
Or D, show empathy.
Mom, you really don't have
Ta-da! Twinsies!
I kinda love it. As a parent, there are no perfect answers. But you don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care will love you just the same.
For more information on how you can adopt, visit adoptuskids.org. A public service announcement from the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, Adopt U.S. Kids, and the Ad Council.
You use Tearless Baby Shampoo because it's gentle on your baby's eyes. You make sure his toys don't have any sharp edges. You always test the bathwater to make sure it's not too hot. You taught her what to do when the smoke alarm goes off. You make sure she wears a helmet when she rides her bicycle. You put on his sunscreen, even when he's embarrassed his friends will see. You do so much to keep your child safe. But are you using the right car seat for your child? Is your child facing the right way in the car seat? Is the seat too big or too small? How do you know when it's time to move your child into the next type of seat? Car crashes are a leading killer of children ages 1 to 13. Protect your child's future at every stage of life. For information on the right seat for your child, visit safercar.gov/the-right-seat. That's safercar.gov/the-right-seat.
A message from the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
Why is Connor having trouble focusing in school?
Having trouble finding Connor's middle school? Would you like directions?
No, why is Connor having trouble focusing in school?
Finding lowest airfare to Istanbul.
No, I'm tired of fighting with him over homework.
Home, walk, restaurant. Need a review?
No, I need help. He's very smart, but his mind wanders. He's disorganized.
I think I understand.
Oh, good.
Finding best potatoes for French fries.
No!
Russet, fingerling, Yukon Gold.
Why don't you understand me?
Sorry, I was trying to show how Connor feels every day. Frustrating, isn't it? Redirecting to understood.org.
For the 1 in 5 kids with learning and attention issues, this is what life can feel like. Explore understood.org, a free online resource about learning and attention issues, designed to help your child thrive in school and in life. Understood.org, because understanding is everything.
Brought to you by understood.org and the Ad Council.
This is big business. This is the American
Station Network.
See ya. Yeah, man. Hey. Sold a block like I'm 8 feet tall.
Number 15, Sydney Johnson, soon to be number 14. Yeah, in the building.
You.
What goals have you set for yourself? Of course, we want to get through graduation and get that out the way, and get that done. But what goals have you set for yourself, and what do you want to do your freshman year in college?
Man, I haven't even thought about like personal goals, but I know as a team, I want to make the tournament. Like, point blank,
It's
period.
exciting, man. They just lose.
Period. Right. I want to win our conference, Patriot League, and I want to make it to the tournament.
That's right, y'all. Patriot League.
Yeah.
And then, you know, I put this, I ain't put no pressure. I put that.
It's already out there.
Yeah, long term one out there. We're going to be drafted. WNBA. Yeah. Yeah. Ain't no pressure,
Maybe.
man. Yeah.
Maybe. But I don't know. I kind of don't want to be drafted to the WNBA.
Really?
Oh, she about to pull a
I don't want to make $40,000 a year.
Pull a camera. Pull a camera.
You taking it overseas?
If the opportunity presents itself, I wouldn't turn it down.
That's what
She's done her research.
She has done her research, but I'm not surprised.
And there's nothing wrong with that.
Not at all.
I mean, she's going to find her own fit. She's going to do what's best for her.
I love it.
Right.
I freaking love it.
Exciting. Best thing. Describe yourself. When people see you, what is Boston University getting in Sydney Johnson?
Like as far as like a
As
player?
basketball
or
player, yeah.
As a player?
Yeah.
Handles.
Well, sure, handles, I guess, in Macio's words. But I don't know. I just feel like I make the team better. Any team I play on, I feel like I make them better in some aspect, some way, whether it's offense or defense. And I don't know. I'm just, like I said, I'm just excited to play on a team and have like some good chemistry and just have fun. Like, I think Boston is getting, like, I'm always gonna play hard. That's the first thing. I'm never gonna give up. I'm always gonna play hard. I'm gonna be a hard player, and I'm gonna be a team player. So it's gonna be fun, I think. I can't wait.
Which one is better, a great dime or a great steal?
Ooh, dime. Yeah. But I love cookies too. I love right. I do. I'm not gonna lie, but
got him.
Probably a dime. But I don't know though, cause defense, I love like.
To get a good.
I love when they're like hopeless, like they're like, no, don't give me the ball. She's gonna steal it from me again. I don't know. They're both good feelings. I can't choose.
What is that feeling like when you know you got everything going, and it feel like like they say the basket is like feel like an ocean.
Right.
How was that feeling?
It's a little scary because it's like, am I gonna miss? Like I don't know. It's weird, but I actually don't feel that way. I always have to stay focused on my shot. I'm like I can't just assume this is going in. I don't know, but I imagine it's a great feeling.
All I know is when we hear Sydney Johnson did something, she's gonna come in. Did you see her? Did you see her?
Changing my sound like package now. I can't miss no game.
Right.
Playing college, is it just
I'm gonna cry for real, y'all.
when you get a chance to see your first jersey? We always ask that question to be able to see it. What's that feeling gonna feel like?
I think it's gonna feel official because like I still like don't think I'm going to school to play basketball. Like I don't like it still doesn't like I need to be in Boston like right now. Like
We need to see it.
I need to be in practice. Like okay, I think I'm playing. Like
Taking team pictures, like,
All right, I'ma give. What?
it's just gonna I don't know. It's gonna feel good, and then it's gonna feel like I'm kind of like repaying her back a little bit
That's what
too.
it gotta
Like-
make you feel that your mama don't have to. She moved.
Right, like you see,
She gonna
like
move to Boston.
everything you did worked out.
She flexing. She gonna
That's
move to
what's
Boston.
I don't blame her.
I can already see.
What you gonna what that degree gonna be in? Have you decided yet?
I want to go pre-law, so we'll see how that goes.
You
I
wanna
say that now.
law area.
Sports and entertainment attorney.
Well, good luck to you, Sydney.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
We thank you so much for coming on. Make sure you gotta send her off with some kind words of advice, sir.
Man, listen, she already know what it is, man.
Well, you on the air, you can say it now.
I love you. God, y'all just want to make me cry.
That's what we trying to do. All right. Thank you so much. It's picture time.